Hi, everyone. I'm excited to introduce our next presenter, Tehila, an 11th grader SKA. Tehila has a bunch of different interests. She likes to play piano, she likes to play basketball, and then she picked a project that combined two of her interests, dermatology and building a website. So over the past bunch of months, Tehila learned to code in HTML, CSS, and also learned the Bootstrap framework. She then applied that knowledge to work on a website that asked the users about their skin types and provide guidance about different types of skincare products for different skin types. I was continually impressed by Tehila's perseverance and dedication in both learning to code and building the website, continuing in her attempts even when there were a whole bunch of different challenges. I hope you continue to explore and apply your interests, and I'm super excited to see your presentation.
Hi, my name is Tehila. I'm 11th grader in SKA. Next slide, please. Over the past couple months, I've had the privilege of working with Ayliana Teitelbaum to create my project. Ayliana is a software engineer at Google. Before she went to Stern, she went to SK, and in Stern, she majored in computer science and biology. Ayliana lives in North Woodmere, and some of her hobbies include reading, hiking, and traveling. Ayliana's favorite place she ever traveled to is Scotland. Next slide, please. So a little bit of background to why I chose my project is that I've always been interested in the biology and medical field. I have always wanted to be a doctor, and recently I decided that after I graduate, I want to be a dermatologist. And separately from this, last year I was taking a STEM class in SK, and we had to create a website on Wix where we had to advertise a product that we created. So while I was creating my website on Wix, I thought, how can I really create a website from scratch using code? And then we took these two interests of mine and combined them to create our website, TrueSkin. Next slide, please. So I created a website dedicated to a personalized skincare routine based on specific skincare types. So before I could create the website, we had to do a few things to get there. So first, I had to learn how to code. I did not know how to code at all. So using Code Academy, I watched videos and made projects and took quizzes and learned how to code HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and some of JavaScript when it was applicable. First, I just had to learn the actual basics of writing in a code editor, and then we applied more knowledge where I had to annotate it. Then we added in links, images, videos, forms, and eventually we felt that I was able to create a website. However, before I was able to create the actual website, I had to do some research behind it. So I researched different skin types and different skincare products in order to be able to find compatible products for individual and unique skin types. Next slide, please. So this is a demo of my website. So this is the homepage of my website. It gives a little bit of information about what TrueSkin is and what we do, and then an option to take a survey. So each person will click the option to take a survey, which will ask a couple more questions. So first we'll ask for your name and your email, and then then you will have to answer a couple questions about your skin type. So about the hydration of your skin, whether you have dry skin, oily skin, or just in the middle. Also you'll have to answer whether you tend to break out, and finally, what area of skin you would like to work on. So each person taking the survey will answer based on their individual skin types and then submit. After submitting, you'll be taken to a page with a 5-step skincare routine based on the answers you provided to the survey. So it will give you a makeup remover, a cleanser, exfoliator, a moisturizer, and a face mask. Each product designated to your individual skin type, tailored to the answers that you gave. So additionally to just the products, it gives a short description about each product so you know what you're buying, a price for each product, and a link so that you can be brought to actually buy the products from our website. And these 5 products will give a very detailed skincare routine based on the answers to your survey. Next slide, please. So this is an example of some of the code that I wrote. This is the code to the results of the survey. So it has just text, it has links, it has images, it has descriptions, it has prices, all of these things which you previously saw. Next slide, please. This is another example of the more code that I wrote. This is for the survey itself with the options and the questions and answers and the button for submit. Next slide, please. So some struggles and improvements. So of course, this was a project done throughout this year. So we had the struggle and the of time, not having enough time to fulfill everything that we wanted to do. So if I were able to make a couple improvements, the first thing I would improve is make a more detailed survey. So while the survey asks 3 important questions about hydration of skin, what area of skin you would like to work on, and your tendency to break out, there's of course many other things that are factors into your skin and your skincare routine. So if I had more time, I would definitely ask a more detailed survey with more detailed questions, leading to more tailored skincare routine. Next, I would make it actually apply to every single combination. So the video demo we just watched was what the website would ideally look like if we had enough time to finish the entire thing. So I did the research for all the different skincare types and different combinations of the websites and suggested products based on all the possible combinations. However, because of the lack of time, we weren't able to code for every single possible outcome to be shown automatically from the website. So with more time, I would definitely add that in. And next slide, please. I really appreciated my experience with magic. First, I really appreciate being able to build a relationship with someone in the STEM field with experience in an area that maybe I would like to pursue. Additionally, I like that I was able to take 2 very separate interests of mine, coding and dermatology, which I wouldn't see the mix, and I was able to put them into one product that showed results. Finally, I appreciate being able to learn a new skill that I wouldn't be able to learn in a regular classroom environment. Coding is something that is so applicable in our lives, especially with technology being more and more incorporated into our everyday lives. So definitely it will be a skill that I will be able to use again. However, I don't know that I would have been able to learn it just in my regular classes. The next slide, please. Thank you.
Wonderful. What questions do you have?
Presentation. Have you thought about monetizing the website yet?
So we were really focused on just, oh yeah, sorry, he asked if I thought about how to monetize the website. So for now, we were kind of just focused on creating the actual website and doing everything we could. We had the issue with time, so we weren't even able to finish every single thing that we were able to do. So we were not able to think about next steps like that yet.
How did you design the survey? Was there like a scale of skin moisture that you copied from other surveys, or did you come up with your own survey design?
Yeah, so she asked how we created the survey and the answer choices and things like that. So like I said, I would definitely like to do a more detailed survey if I had more time. But for now, I kind of just gave basic answers. Like if your skin was hydrated, the answer options were dry or oily, things that were very generic but helpful. Yeah. So she asked if people use the website. So maybe one day we'll be able to finish it so that people can actually use it and people can find products, but we have not gone to that step yet. Yeah. Yeah, my mother does. So yeah.
And decide which products to recommend.
So that took a lot of research. A lot of the products are well-known products and products that people typically use. However, I kind of did the research on figure out specifically which products were more suitable for different skincare types. So I researched the products, looking at the reviews, kind of just looking at the descriptions given by websites, and then I was able to recommend it to different skin types.
Are there any virtual questions?
Yeah, I do have a question. I'm curious how you became interested in dermatology as a field, when you're looking at, oh, you want to go into medicine. Why did you decide dermatology?
Yeah, sure. So I always was interested in medicine. I went through a few different phases. At one point, I wanted to be a neurosurgeon. I was very passionate. But then as like I grew up, I realized that I have to be a little bit realistic with myself, having a family and kids and all of that. So I decided that if I pursue dermatology, maybe eventually I can open my own practice, set my own hours, and be able to have a big balance of work life and at home life.
Any last questions?
I'll ask a question. Mr. Chavesta, Tehila's AP Bio teacher. I want to know if this is like a project that you'd want to continue to work on like after Magic has ended. Because I think it's really interesting. So I want to know if you have any thoughts on like continuing to work on it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? I've done so much already, so it would definitely be very cool to be able to finish it all the way through till the end. Thank you.